What's going on, world? I'm Nick Ross, and this is Fish Tank Sessions.
I'm in a room with Nick.
With the door shut and the light off. Well, Casey, I appreciate you driving all the way over here to come hang out on this episode of this podcast.
I think it was the longest 5 minutes of my life.
Well, some have had longer 5 minutes than that, and I'm glad, and I'm sure yours wasn't that bad, and we'll make it a lot better. So I don't know if you guys know Casey, but Casey is the founder and the originator of the Electric Shadows group here in Dallas, Texas. It's a local rave community that loves to kind of support each other and lift each other's spirits and go outside and have a good time with each other at really good shows and venues. I thought it'd be a cool idea to maybe bring Casey on, see kind of if we could find a little bit about, where that passion, that desire came from to create such a bonding group together. So Casey, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and maybe tell us a little something special about you that we don't know that we maybe might want to know.
Man, that's
It's kind of loaded, I know.
it's very loaded. Man, where did it come from? I don't know. I literally woke up one day and said, God damn it, I need friends.
We all need some kind of friend, right?
So, yeah. And then I called Tony and Shelby and told them that I wanted to start a big group of party animals. And they directed me to a group called We Are Neon Shadows. And so And
is that the group that's based out of Houston?
Yes.
Okay.
And so I messaged one of the owners, and he told me that he started a group about 4 years before, and it's growing, and he wanted me to help grow one in Dallas. And then it turned into, man, what am I supposed to say after that?
Anything you want.
God damn it. I need to start over.
There is no starting over.
I can't hear myself. There it is.
Got no snare in my headphone.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Mama.
Anyway, so we made an agreement to have one here in Dallas and help it grow there. And it came overwhelming. So the two groups started having disagreements with how the community is supposed to be treated. I, one day, just had the guts to separate and grow one here that was loving and not judgmental. Not do anything to motivate, just live, The
vibes are just never the same as if like coming around the Electric Shadows group that you've made here in Dallas. And, when I see some people and kind of what they stand for when they are out in the scene and representing themselves and their friends and really what they stand for in the culture, I do see a lot of people swaying more towards that darker side of things. And I think it was fun at some point. I'm sure a lot of people lived through it, but I think now we're all kind of looking for, what that happiness is. Where's the light? We've been in the dark for so long, and I think you've created some of that light here locally. Because how long ago was it whenever you separated and made the Electric Shadows here in Dallas?
It'll be a year in February.
So it hasn't even been a year yet.
Not for the Electric Shadows, no. Total of the community in Dallas, it's been 2.
That's impressive. And you're at how many? You're at I think last time I looked, a little over 2,600 members in the group. So what are some of the things that you guys or that you do for the group? Kind of tell us a little bit about the Electric Shadows, what they stand for, and kind of who they are.
So like you said earlier, everybody needs to find that light. The goal is we all help each other, right? So let's say one of the admins, Katie, she created ears, and now she's creating pine cones, and she does this for kids. I mean, it's just the overall accessory of a festival, and she's making a living off of it. That, to me, that's freedom. Going to work every single day from 8 to 5 or working from 5 to 12, depending on your job, like that's not how you're supposed to be living. And so the ultimate goal is to find something within this community that can make you grow. I lost my train of thought.
It happens to all of us.
Just got really distracted on this dinosaur.
There is a glow-up dinosaur in the room that I bought at Home Depot. It charges and it changes colors. It's pretty cool, if I might add. No, but like you said, I mean, everybody's looking for something. We're all searching for something. And I think, from not only being able to experience it from both sides with you, but then also coming on board with you with the Electric Shadows and really getting to know you in a much better stance, it really does show your true colors. And I got to say, you meet a lot of people today. I feel like I'm meeting new people every day, but not everybody's genuine. Not everybody feels positive. Everybody just kind of out in the dirt. I know whenever I have a bad day or I'm feeling down, I call you.
You're going to make me cry.
Oh, stop it. I call you so I can tell you about all my problems that I have. Because we all got problems, people. We all do. And if you say you don't, you're lying.
Straight lying. Oh, man. You know what I love about the community is the fact that just everybody is like there for you. And it, like you said, when I have a bad day, like I call you and I call Katie and I just cry my heart out. And I know that it's sometimes very annoying because sometimes I can't stand my own fucking voice, but I appreciate it.
Sometimes I can't stand my own voice and I just ended up buying a bunch of podcast equipment. So
and then we're going to do this thing.
Poof, here we are.
But see, and now you're using this to be a part of the community and you're going to grow from it. And then you're just going to fucking live like we're supposed to instead of working for people, It's
yes, because I mean, that's, from the conversations that we have on a weekly basis and sometimes a daily basis, you kind of know where I'm at right now with my situation and how I feel. And I am just like, I feel like I'm being pulled in two different directions. Part of me wants to, leave my job and just do my own thing. And part of me, loves what I do. I love being with the company. I love the people that I work with and I love helping people. So I'm just like in this constant tear of I don't really know what I want to do. So I figured, you know what? Why not just do both?
Yeah, instead of just doing nothing and just focusing on which path do I take? Is it going to be the right or the wrong one? Just fucking take one. Because wasting time is just, you're killing yourself. Literally killing yourself, wasting time. And time, you can't get that back. Ever.
No. I watched a video recently. And in fact, it was... I forgot who actually put it out. I think his name may have been Jay Shetty. And he was talking about how time is the most valuable asset that each of us all have. We don't know we have it, but we all carry it with us because it's basically a clock that never goes backwards. It can only go forward. But it was interesting in the video where he actually described time in a whole, and he added up like the hours you spend commuting, the hours you spend working, the hours you spend the years you spend in school, and the years you spend doing a lot of other things. And then when he added everything up and equalized it and did whatever he had to do to figure out the equation, you really are left with 8 or 9 years, if you're lucky, of total living life. So you got to find a way to do something in that other time that still finds you fulfillment so you can actually enjoy those 8 or 9 hours in your life as you go through your life cycle.
Yeah.
Sometimes you always want to binge watch like that new series that came out, like You, season 2 just came out. I feel like I keep looking at it and I'm like, I need to watch it, but if I start watching, I'm going to watch the whole thing through and it's going to take so much of my time. And right now I need my time.
Right. Or, go act if you want to go actually watch something like that. Jesus Christ. Do something productive. Every day you should do something productive. If you aren't, you should at least start by 30 minutes of your day to get in that habit. Go work out. Eat healthier,
So that's what I love about you, Casey. Because I remember recently we had a conversation and I was just like, my head was just so cluttered and just all over the place. And I didn't know where to go. And I called you and you told me to meditate. And I hear a lot of people talking about meditation, but I feel like you're the only one that keeps putting it on me. And I love it. I love it because it almost makes me do like a reality check within myself because I'll be honest. I feel like because I've meditated several times. Now, am I a pro at it? No. Am I even decent? No. Am I anywhere probably near the status of you? Not at all. So tell us a little bit about it from what you know on your side of it all, just so we have an understanding of how it possibly should be.
I mean, it really just depends on your perspective, right? So what makes you happy? If you sat down like we're doing right now and you're just breathing right now, the complete silence, that right there is the only thing that you need to focus on. So that is you. What you're worried about 5 minutes from now, 30 seconds from now, 3 days from now, what you worry about in the past that already happened, stop worrying about it because it's already happened. The only thing that you need to worry about is what you're doing at this moment, how you're breathing, and just focus on it. When you focus on it, now a lot of people, like, they envision this bright light, but my happy place, I can literally see myself flying between the mountains and feeling the wind on my feathers. I don't have feathers. I wish I did. That would be freaking cool, but
Kind of weird.
but seriously, like, that's how I meditate. And like, you can hear the wind in your ears. It's a beautiful moment when you just think nothing matters. What you do with your life, that's the only thing that matters, but nothing else matters. Not anyone else's choices, because you can't change people's choices. What they do is on them. You can't control anything. So now I'm getting all worked up.
No, I mean, I love it. I'm so tuned in.
So
It's hella interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. I mean, you can tell too, like, with the way you speak for it, you have a passion behind it. I can hear you breathing into the microphone.
all heavy.
You're not sweating. Do we need a towel? Hey, Vanessa, can you get her a towel? I don't have a maid or an admin. Vanessa does not exist, but we'll imagine she does.
One day.
Vanessa. No, I think that's super cool. So why don't you tell us a little bit what, like, Electric Shadows does, like, as far as to involve the group. Like, do you guys do, like, any events? Have you had any shows in the past? I mean, it's only been 11 months, almost a year. What have you guys done recently?
In the beginning, we started doing house parties, just local, trying to get to know people, get more bonded with the community so they know, again, going back to, it's not about drugs, it's about the community and what the community has to offer you, right? So as we're growing, we're bringing all this local talent in. You have artists, you have producers, you have DJs, you have people trying to learn through other people because they're too freaking broke to do anything, but they want to change. They want to be a better person.
They want to find that skill or that talent, and they see everybody else doing it around them, so it just motivates them to try to figure it out.
Right, and that's the whole point. So we have done 3 events at Lizard Lounge. That was really cool. We did all local artists. And the next step is...
So local artists. So how many DJs in total played at that event?
We had, I believe, 15 total each night, but I have a document of 120 local artists.
Is that
Pretty good.
Is that the event I filmed for you?
One of them, most of them.
There was one event I filmed for the Electric Shadows, and I recall it being at Lizard Lounge. And I did a video for it. I think it was the first one, because I think the second one I just kind of fell off, and I don't even think if I gave you something that probably wasn't even that good.
You did give me 2. It was 2 videos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I recall the first one being a little bit more decent, but who knows?
I thought they were both good.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
A little too hard on yourself, Nick.
Thank you very much. Sometimes I feel like if I was able to punch myself or hit myself with a bat in a different dimension, I don't know where I was going with that.
Well, at that point, you would be like a Rick and have like the little...
Touche. We got a Rick and Morty fan over here. I know. I've only made it to, I think, about 4 episodes into season 3.
Oh, come on.
Or season 4.
What? Oh, season 4.
Yeah, season 4.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I've seen all the...
Okay.
It's 3 seasons.
It's 4. This is the 4th one.
Correct. Yeah, 3 seasons are already uploaded. I think I've seen every episode at least 4 times.
Yep.
Which is weird because I feel like still... Because, I mean, sometimes, like, when I'm laying in bed or, you know, I got nothing to do and I'm just chilling, which basically the only times I'm chilling is when I'm in bed going to sleep, I put on Rick and Morty. It's almost like the new Family Guy for me, because I swear I used to watch Family Guy every single night before I went to sleep for years. Like that was just like the go-to on Hulu. I would just put on a random ass Family Guy episode because I've seen them all, and they're just, I don't know, I just slept better watching Family Guy. And now I feel like, in fact, it's funny, I put Family Guy on last night because I was like, I need to go to sleep. Like I had a hard time sleeping. I was up till wee hours in the morning. So so I put Family Guy on last night, and I was like, man, I miss like hearing the voice of like Quagmire, Peter, Joe, and Stewie, and Brian, and Lois. I was like, oh my God, I almost felt like I was like in a time machine. But I feel like now it's just so different because I feel like I put Rick and Morty on all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, and what's wild is that I feel like I've seen so many episodes, and every time I watch a new episode, I feel like I notice something different.
Yep.
It's
That's exactly
I have
what I was
seen
about
this
to say.
episode like at least 7 times.
But I didn't notice that character before.
Right. Like, what is this part? I find myself like that on almost every episode that I watch again.
What is your favorite episode? If you could just name one.
My favorite episode, I don't recall what the title is, but I believe it's in the first season, and it's whenever they go through the multiverses.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
And Rick and Morty, they end up going to like the land of like the people, the phones, and then the phones are sitting on furniture, the furniture sitting on people talking on phones. Just hella weird. I remember like even watching that episode and seeing them like going to the restaurants.
Yep.
Where they're eating like spaghetti phones or whatever it is.
Or the phones are sitting on people.
The phones are sitting on people. I feel like that's the best episode.
That's the one that he also goes into another planet, right?
What do you mean goes into another planet?
Remember, it's the car battery. And he went into the car battery. And it's like the aliens. And he flips everybody off.
Is this when he keeps shrinking down to different sizes?
Yes. No, it's a different episode.
Okay.
Yeah, never mind.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking of Scary Terry.
Yeah.
Welcome to your nightmare, bitch. Remember the like little baby Scary Terry they had when he got home? How was work today?
Bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
That's a genius writer. Absolutely genius.
Absolutely genius.
I wouldn't. And then the new episode, like he literally has a whole planet just to go shit at.
Oh, where he has that one toilet? Like the secret bathroom?
Like, what? Yeah.
And then that one guy shits in his toilet and he just completely
loses it.
kills him, and then he feels bad about it as he goes through life. That was like his man. Not anymore. So no, that's cool. I didn't realize we're both Rick and Morty heads. I love it. Learn a lot every day. So you guys had an event over at the at Lizard Lounge, and was this the most recent event, or have you had anything lately?
No, we have not.
So that was the most recent event. So what kind of events did you guys do prior to when you had all the DJs in the group play at Lizard Lounge?
We did house parties. We rented out a mansion a couple of times. That was pretty fun. And then I rented out a bed and breakfast, all of it, and we did a wedding tent in the yard.
I heard about this one.
I would hope so. You were there.
No, I was not.
Yes, you were.
No, I was not. This is the one that Blunts and Blondes.
Yeah.
This was after Foam Wonderland.
Oh wait, you left, but you didn't come back.
I went to Foam Wonderland, but I did not make it to the party.
Damn it.
Yeah.
You still were there.
In spirit.
Technically.
Yeah, no, I was not at that event.
Yeah, that was really fun. Very fun. Oh,
So, what?
go ahead.
You first.
No, you first.
Oh, me? Ooh. I've been to plenty of these mansion parties that were thrown, and typically, there's anywhere from 50 to 60 people that go to these events, correct?
The mansion parties, we had 89 people, and at the bed and breakfast, we had almost 250.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was pretty fun.
A lot more than I thought. No, that's
just
impressive.
Just a little bit.
No, but I mean that's impressive. I mean, because it gets people out of sitting at home or debating about what they want to do. It basically gives people an action plan to go do something and be around a lot of people. And I mean, I know I've been to some of those mansion parties. I didn't make it to the bed and breakfast, unfortunately, but I mean, I've always had a great time and experiencing everything about the Electric Shadows and always being in it and just the type of culture and the crowd that it brings. And it just really, it's a happy place. I mean,
Right.
It really is. I mean, since we...
And safe.
Very safe.
And safe.
Yes. Very, very good, trustworthy people, I got to say. And I think that's what's the difference is the trust aspect. Because I feel like as much as we all love the EDM scene here, whether it be in Dallas or really anywhere in the country or even the planet, there's still kind of comes that somewhat negative vibe sometimes. Because, I mean, we've all had things stolen from us at festivals or at shows or whatnot. And we've all witnessed some type of aspect of that in some sort of degree. But even though, too, like, theft and then lack of trust. I mean, there's been, or even like anger. Like, I mean, I see so many angry people sometimes that are at events, and you just don't know what you're going to encounter at a lot of things. But I feel like when you're hanging out with the right people and the right crowd to begin with, then you also got other people looking out for you. You're not just out there in the crowd by yourself, and the person standing to your right, standing to your left doesn't give a shit about you. That's got to be like a shitty feeling.
It is.
It's gotta. You never know. I mean, maybe that's just the way we think, but we could be completely wrong. But it's true to us. You just don't know. You just don't know anymore. And I think that the Electric Shadows bring such a good, positive vibe that it just makes people want to come around and show up to the party, show up to the show, and just be around a group of people that just make them happy and allow them to express themselves freely with absolutely no judgment.
Right. That's the point.
Oh, well, shit.
Fuck those judgmental people.
They exist. We all
They
have
only
judged.
exist because you think that they exist. Fuck that.
Look. Look. I've got to say, every single person in some form of fashion is judgmental.
Oh, yeah. But
because
just don't let it get to you.
Everybody judges.
Yeah. Just don't let it get to you.
That's the easiest solution.
Yeah.
Okay. Get shot. Okay, just don't die.
Exactly.
Okay. Not a lot of people are equipped to handle that type of emotional rejection.
I mean, that's just part of growing up.
It is.
It's just part of it. If you can't just ignore the negativity in your life, you will be constantly run by it. That's true. What?
What do you think of my little desk? So I have a Donald Trump. Probably gonna get a lot of haters for this.
I hear a plane.
That was a real plane. It's actually a sound effect that I put on I click a button under the desk.
Oh, okay.
It's like plane sound button.
Oh.
Yeah. It makes this.
Are you trolling me right now?
A little bit.
Oh.
What do you think of that little illuminating mushroom?
I love it. I love it.
Yeah, that was actually just gifted to me this weekend.
Oh.
My good friend Caleb from the Fort Worth side of the Metroplex. We went to lunch and he's like, "Man, I got you something. I think you're gonna love it." I was like, "We'll see." And it's like, I swear to God, everybody buys me mushroom things.
Well, yeah, you have a whole room of mushrooms.
I even have a snow globe somewhere of the mushrooms, which is pretty cool. So, is there anything else, Casey, that you want to share about the Electric Shadows, or anything else about maybe maybe anything else up and coming, or things you've been discussing, or maybe just things going on in your life? Like, what's up with you? Maybe you want to tell us a little more about yourself.
I'm a very quiet person. I don't really like telling everybody in the fucking planet my business, but I just really appreciate the admins that I have. We did have one that left because she also wanted to grow her community, and I highly respect that. But anyways, I appreciate Deanna for helping. I also appreciate
Deanna's the bomb.
Yeah,
I miss that girl.
Yeah, she is.
Her and Zane, man, they're awesome people.
Good people. I also appreciate you and your fish tank sessions coming up here.
This is it.
Yep. And everything that you've done. Seriously. Consider you one of my best friends. And Katie, too. I highly appreciate her, too. I'm so proud of her. I know she went through a lot, and she's still... Man, she's making shit. And she's making it happen, too. So, and I appreciate Peter and Steven. Because they're awesome.
I gotta say though,
beautiful
too,
souls.
With Katie, you're absolutely right. I mean, Katie is the shit.
Yeah.
I mean, not only is her vibe always so good, but like her creativity and the way she's able to express herself through the things that she can create and make for people, it is impacting.
Yeah.
Especially like what I loved. Like this was so cool to kind of just see like from a friend level is like, you know, she's been making her the ears for so long, which I'm actually wearing a pair right now as we speak. But she then released like another product, like when she started putting out like the pine cones with the hologram.
Yep.
It was like boom, it was like the next thing.
Yeah.
You know, while she was still doing the ears and the tails and whatnot, I mean, it was still awesome. And then like when that came, it was like boom, it's like, all right, you want the new upgrade? It's just cool seeing it all happen. So I'm just hella proud of Katie and everything that she's been doing right now. In fact, she's going to be on the show soon. I've already talked with her, and we're going to get her booked with Vanessa. Make sure you contact Katie and get her on the schedule. Yeah. Okay. 2 waters. Yeah. It's just going to be super fun to have her on, and I can't wait to hear what she has to say. She's great. And all the mad respect too to Peter and Steve. I mean, they're definitely some of the OGs out there.
Yeah,
good people.
For sure.
So that's really great. I think now you got me all fucked up.
You should keep this part. Look, it shows the character.
Yeah, but once you edit it, it's hard to do it, save like the little bits because then you don't know where they come from. But you're right. I mean, I thought about doing like a blooper. The real underground shit. So what'd you think about that pizza I ordered today?
It was very different. A lot of people don't like mushrooms or pineapple, and you put both of them on there.
Mushroom, pineapple, pepperoni, stuffed crust pizza.
Yeah, it was actually pretty delicious.
But it didn't come in a circle.
No, it did not.
That was the weirdest part about all of it.
Yeah, it literally looked like a potato.
Yeah, like an oval type of like an egg.
Like almost a ball.
Yeah. That's why I thought we were missing a slice for a second. I was like, did the delivery lady eat a slice before she showed up? I don't think she did.
No.
So love you, Pizza Hut.
Thanks, Pizza Hut.
Yeah. Well, cool. Well, Casey, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. You know, much love to you. I'm sure I'll be seeing you again soon since we are BFs. Anything you wanna lead off before we hit the different button?
I guess, I don't know. I just love everybody. And Plur does exist, you know? You can't live life without it, no matter how you look at it. Peace, love, unity, respect. That's like the 10 Commandments. That's it. That's all I got.
You got it.
You got it.
Boom. Peace out.
Bye.
Do you want to touch my Trump bobblehead?
Do you want me to touch your Trump?
It bobbles.